You're obviously very international in how you look sort of at everything. You mentioned runners in France. Is it more a sort of financial game, or is it about the fun for your owners sending horses abroad?
I think it's a combination of all things. We've been fortunate over the years. We've managed to have runners in St Moritz during the winter, which is great fun, but unfortunately the complication of Dubai, it all falls around the same time, so we probably don't pay as much attention to those we have done. But one of my favourite trips for the owners and for myself, and a great challenge was the Melbourne Cup when we took Munsef down there 8 or 9 years ago. Now the race has probably changed, or has changed considerably since then, and the quality of horses going is much better. I think Munsef was beaten 6.5 lengths into 11th, and prize money was down to 10th, so it was an expensive trip for Dr. Marwan Koukash, but it was a huge trip, and I'd love to go back again, but go back with something that was really going to be competitive. My travelling head girl, Dawn, who's always seen with Max in Dubai, she does such a wonderful job with the horses while they're away, and it means that on one of those missions, as we sometimes refer to them, she will cover everything I need to do in my absence, so I don't ever shy away from sending something to somewhere like Melbourne if the horse is good enough.
Away from the Melbourne Cup, you've obviously got a lot more races to choose from than most trainers. Is there one race you particularly want to win?
There's one race I particularly want to win. I'd love to win a champion hurdle, but probably the race I'd love to win most, and we have to be realistic, I don't think we're ever going to win the Derby because we don't have that sort of stock, would win the Cheltenham Gold Cup. I've been fortunate enough to work for Jenny Pittman and Francois Doom, and when we've had winners of that race, it'd be a real achievement to win that race.
You've had a Cheltenham Festival winner. Was that one of the highlights of your career so far? Must be.
Without a shadow of a doubt, because we had to wait quite a long time, and we had lots of placed horses, lots of near misses, and you start to get frustrated and think, is it going to happen? Is it? We were having winners in Dubai and we weren't able to win at the Cheltenham Festival. We were taking horses to Melbourne. We were having really nice flat winners. We were winning listed races. Our best steeplechase we probably run was in France when Batman Sonora years ago won the equivalent of the King George, and he actually finished second in the French Gold Cup. But having a horse of that quality has just eluded us for the English Gold Cup. But yeah, hopefully one day.
Looking ahead to the next few years, obviously keep on doing what you're doing, try and perhaps up the quality a little bit.
Yeah, I think if you speak to any racehorse trainer, they want to up the quality of what they're doing. If you up the quality, the returns are far better. It's far more interesting for the owners. It's far more fun for the team. So we want to keep improving the quality, but the flat racing has allowed us to do that with our jumping team. And they work so well in harmony with one another. Maybe not for the 2-year-olds, but for the older horses, the jumping and the flat racing are just so useful to one another that it works well for us, and hopefully we'll keep improving the quality of the team.
Can you choose between them? Do you have a favourite between the flat and the jumps?
That's actually too easy. I much prefer the jumping. I don't dislike flat racing, and we have some great times and are involved with some great people, and we enjoy some moments. Dubai, as we've said, Melbourne, all those issues. The international side of flat racing in general is great fun, but there's still nothing like being at the Cheltenham Festival, getting soaking wet, freezing cold, and having something to cheer about stood on the lawn. It's what I grew up with. It's probably, having worked with the national hunt trainers that I worked with, it's what I've always enjoyed. So it's something that's still big in my heart.
And this picture sums it up very well.
Yeah, I think that probably sums it up. A few more days like that wouldn't go amiss.